If I were to die today, would I be satisfied in the way I've lived my life? I can honestly say yeah. But I can honestly say there would be a lot more I would like to do. Who wouldn't? Ever since I was a child, I wanted to do everything. My little brother would say, "You can't do everything." And then he would go and list, "You wanted to be this, and you wanted to be that." Yeah, I wanted to be a lot. I wanted to be a pediatrician because I love children. I wanted to be a neurologist because I have epilepsy. I wanted to help people like me. I wanted to be a dancer. I applied to School of Arts when I was younger. Then I discovered I could sing, so I wanted to be a singer as well. I wanted to go on Broadway. I had this big old thing, and I wanted to act. I went to health careers to be a school be in the medical field. But I also still wanted to dance, sing, and act. But then I discovered I could truly write and recite poetry. And then I went on a roll with that. I was blessed to be able on team to recite and be able to express my brave new voice. So now I wanted to be a poet. I wanted to have my work published, and I wanted people to hear my voice and the way that God gave it to me. I wanted to help people like myself who had epilepsy and who was afraid to speak out and had these other creative ideas. I wanted to do that. If I were to die today, would I be satisfied with how I lived my life? I didn't become a doctor. I went to a health school though, and I met a lot of cool people, a lot of teachers that really cared about me. But also I learned a lot about myself and in my health field, and I met people that cared about me and that were like me as I grew older. And I touched lives through poetry, just speaking my truth and the truth that God gave me. I went to Kent and I was able to write plays. I was able to sing and I was able to recite poetry. I was able to have my poetry published. So I am able to do a lot of things. We kind of compare our lives on a broader scale, like we have to do this big thing, but if we look at our lives, we're kind of doing it already. I wanted to be a basketball player, WNBA. Everybody know my name. But I play basketball still to this day, and I feel like I'm better than I ever was. So I'm still playing ball. I can't do anything as long as I keep God first. I wanted to teach kids how to express themselves through poetry. I've had the opportunity to teach grades 1, 3, 6, and 7. Creative writing. Had the opportunity while I was at Kent. Never in a million years would have thought I would have that opportunity. So I did do something I didn't think I didn't even have the credentials to do yet. I wanted to teach kids and work with kids that had special needs. I'm doing that now. It's a blessing when you just look outside of the realm and just live the life that God is planning out for you. I love creative writing. I love the creative arts. I never would have thought during quarantine that I'd be able to just have time to do paintings and drawings and stuff like that, but God has given me time to do that and express myself in that area. I always wanted to do that. Now I have the opportunity to do it. So when we say we can't do everything, because we think about we don't have enough time in the day to have all these occupations. Our time versus God's time is totally different. If I look over my life, God has allowed me to do everything I've dreamt of doing throughout the spans of my life. I've played the piano. Only thing I can actually play is Joy to the World decently, but I've played. I wanted to play the drums. I can't play decently, but I can play a djembe drum. Give me that. Give me a pencil. I can get some percussion on. But I've done it. I've always wanted to learn how to play acoustic guitar. My acoustic guitar is still sitting upstairs, but I try and I have fun and I enjoy my off tune. If I look at my life, I've accomplished a lot of things I've written down that I want to do. And it's a lot more I want to do. So if I die today, I've given God glory in everything that I've done. I'm not perfect. I haven't gotten paid for any of those things. But I'm living life. And I'm grateful for it. So let's not always put those things or marginalize those things into this little box of what we can and cannot do. Look at our lives and be grateful for how far we've come. And I'm just grateful because it took so long for me to realize I can do everything I want to do and some. As long as I realize I place God first. Keep God first, and there's nothing we can't do. Have a blessed day.